This is Jaguars Happy Hour. Jaguars Happy Hour is brought to you by Jet Home Loans. And now, a guy who realizes this is the final happy hour, but that won't stop him from creating his own happy hour, J.P. Shattrick.
And you know what? It never has. Welcome in. It is Jaguars Happy Hour, the first hour presented by Jet Home Loans. We're on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, Jaguars YouTube. Here's what's coming up, presented by Deep Eddy Vodka, handcrafted with real fruit. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bills over the Jags in the AFC wildcard playoff game 27-24. 4 lead changes in the fourth quarter. Excitement all around. The offseason, unfortunately, is here earlier than anybody around here expected. We'll keep it real about what the Jaguars need in the offseason moving ahead. Fan questions, plenty of those, about the performance yesterday and the future. And we will go around the NFL. There were other games in the playoffs this weekend, and there's one more tonight as well. Welcome in former Jags defensive end Austin Lane in the Hyundai Studios with me here. Pete Prisco, CBS Sports senior writer down in South Florida. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Unfortunately, this is the final show because the Jaguars lost. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Pete, should we say an apology for double locking it? Kind of like Thelma and Louise. We kind of just grabbed hands and said, let's go for this, and we drove it off a cliff.
Well, Liam Cohen kind of gave him the key to unlock our lock. They're going for it on fourth down. How about that?
There was a lot of football after that, Pete.
What's that, JP?
There was a lot of football after that, though, Pete.
But did you think he would have had the 3 point? He would have minded having the 3 points late in the game?
It adds up.
It would have helped. Yeah, it would have helped.
Look. Again, coach of the year in my mind, but that doesn't absolve you from falling victim to Dan Campbell-itis. It's an epidemic in the NFL. They need to find a cure.
Pete, he's done it all year though, like that.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean it's right though, JP. It doesn't mean you're right. Mm-hmm. You're in a playoff game. You get a gift on a turnover. You have to get points there. You go up touchdown, the momentum stays on your side. I mean, and we saw it over and over and over again all weekend in the NFL. These guys are out of control with it.
Well, and I actually made the joke, and I should have made the joke now because it came out to be true. But like, I was wondering, is Roger gonna say field goals are now worth 4 points? So teams actually kick field goals more because there doesn't seem to be a lot of juice for the squeeze to kick a field goal and get 3 points. And it was a joke, but when you look at the entire weekend of how it shook out, like everyone's saying, well, the book says, the analytics say go for it. At what point does the analytics or the book course correct itself? Because it seems like teams are losing more than they're winning because of these decisions. So I would assume next year the analytics are going to course correct and say, all right, maybe kick a field goal here.
Yeah, if the defense doesn't make the stop on the ensuing possession, is it the right play to begin with?
Well, and this is go ahead.
No.
Yeah. No, and here's the other thing. Okay, in the analytics book, does it say, okay, fourth down and the yard and a half, which is what that was. It wasn't four. What did it say in the book?
It was almost 2. I mean, it was 2.
What did it say in the book? I bet it said fourth and 1.
I'll look it up.
I think it was 2, but yeah.
I'll look it up. Go ahead.
It was more like fourth and 2, easily. But I bet it said fourth and 1 in the book.
Stand by. Keep talking.
Yeah.
So anyway,
fourth and 2. It says 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
4th and 2. Okay, so 4th and 2. And in the analytics, that you use, does it say, oh, let me look at the analytics and see what it says. In a playoff game in January against the Buffalo Bills, it doesn't say that.
No.
It's just a whole bunch of numbers from every game. Does it say in the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, this is what happens? I just don't think that you can rely on that. You're in a playoff game. Points matter, and you're at home. You're on road, you might be, an underdog on the road, you might take a chance, but you're at home. You have to kick that field goal and get the points. You go up 7, and that's the other part of it that doesn't factor into the analytics. Momentum. And we saw it play out that way all over the league this week. The Rams, they were up 23-7 at the end of the half and decided they were going to go for it and not kick a field goal. Dumb. Gave them momentum. I mean, it just happened over and over again. And I think in this case, you had a chance to go up a touchdown at home in the playoffs. You have to do that.
There was plenty of football after that. Well, the Jaguars did have...
He keeps saying that. JP keeps saying that. You're not wrong, but...
We'll get back to this because it's obviously a big point early in the football game, but the Jaguars had 2 fourth-quarter leads and could not hold them. They could not stop Josh Allen in that offense. Some blown coverages. They had no pressure on the quarterback in the passing game, the pass rush at all in the game. And that, to me, is if they get one stop in the fourth quarter, they probably win.
So here's what happens, right? You lose a close ball game, and it's easy to say, well, this is why they lost. This one decision right here, Liam Cohen. But, like, that's not the case because I can go on defense and say the miscommunication in the back end cost them the game. I can go on offense and say, okay, the interception with Trevor Lawrence, that didn't help. Obviously, the whole false start thing with Walker Little that ran 10 seconds off the clock that then rushed out, your field goal kicker to miss that was a difference, right? The special teams had some mistakes. That was a difference. Like, I can go to all 3 phases of this game and say each one of them had a responsibility where they lost this game. Right now, I understand. The Liam Cohen one, it's the low-hanging fruit, right? And it's really been the conversation this entire weekend in terms of coaches choosing to go for it. But I can tell you 5, 6 plays and all 3 phases where this team lost the game. And I think that's really what the frustrating part is, right? Because it's easier if you can say, okay, offense lost in the game. Okay, defense lost in the game. That wasn't the case. Like it was a conglomerate.
They all lost the game.
They all lost the game. And that sucks to say because I've been getting grilled by obviously Buffalo Bills fans in my comments. RIP to my comments on Twitter. But like I truly think the Jaguars are the better team, and I think the Jaguars let one slip away.
I would agree with you. Mm-hmm. I would agree. They don't have Josh Allen,
no,
but they're the better team. Mm-hmm. They were the better team, but again. Taking the points when you're the better team is the wise decision. Mm-hmm. And let's just say he had taken those points. At the end of the game, where are you? Mm-hmm. You're trying to get a field goal.
If the rest of the game plays out the same, you don't know that.
Well, I mean, we're assuming it does. But, let's just say they get the 3 points. Now all of a sudden you're in a situation where all you need is a field goal.
What if
that doesn't mean he wouldn't throw the interception.
Here's a what if for you. Hey, what if 2 of the tip balls early in the game get intercepted in the first half by the Bills? Like, what if? You don't know.
But see, that's a what if from playing. It's not a what if from decision making. That's a different, JP. There's a difference.
Well, and then but Pete, we can sit here and say, well, was the play available? Did Trevor just make a mistake and dive a little too soon or trip or whatever that was?
Might have tripped
I
over.
think he tripped.
Well, whatever it was, it seemed like, when I was in the stands watching this, I was literally right in the end zone watching this. I'm like, oh, he's got that easily. Yeah. And then whatever the case, he trips or whatever, it doesn't like
size 15 shoes or something.
Hey, I can relate for sure, JP. But
it was the right call too. And by the way, I was sitting there in the green room watching it with Rand Carthen, who works with me, and he saw it right away. His leg was down. You could see it right away.
Yeah, it was clear. It was the right call.
It was a good call to reverse it. It was not the wrong decision. It was not the wrong decision to reverse it. But, but see, that's why you can't just rely on that. It was the right call. He should have had it, but he didn't. It's just like at the end of the game, people were telling the Bills they should have taken a knee. But what happens if you take a knee and somebody false starts?
Right.
Then you're at the 5-yard line.
You always score and take the lead.
You score when you go ahead, and then you worry about the rest of it after that. It's just sometimes we're getting so caught up in all this analytics stuff that sometimes the flow of the game and the game itself matters, and I think that's what happened yesterday. But you're right. There were a lot of reasons why they lost the game.
No, and
I don't think Trevor Lawrence played his best game.
It was weird early. We had a bunch of tip balls, and then it just came out of his hand funny a bunch first half too. That was weird. Mm-hmm.
The one time he got his arm hit, they didn't say it on TV, but he got his arm hit. But you're right, it didn't look good. It didn't look crisp,
right.
and they probably got away from the run. Probably shouldn't have got away from the run.
Boy,
probably. Come on.
Tootin was rolling there.
That's where you beat the Bills.
Right. And what they were at one point, I saw he was averaging 12, and Etienne was averaging almost 8, and they got away from it.
Right. And they ran for like $157 as a team. And even without even with getting away from it in the second half.
So it was wild, too, because the very first play, I'm telling all my friends, if they come out in 12 personnel, if they have 2 tight ends out there, this game's over, because this is Liam Cohen going, it's going to be a physical day. We're going to run the football down the Bills' throat, and they're not going to be able to stop it. They come out in 12 personnel. I'm like, oh, here we go. Travis Etienne up the middle. Let's get it going. And what is it? It's the Pete Prisco middle finger. Like,
play.
the jet sweep. And I'm like, man, if they're not listening to the show, somebody is, because that was directed right at Pete Prisco, man, with that jet sweep to open up the series.
And it worked well. It worked well. By the way, as soon as the Bills identified it, they were sprinting over there. They knew it was coming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Milano made a great play and undercut it, but he made a great play. I mean, look, I would have run. You know me, I'm a throw guy, and I think they were throwing it great, and they can throw it. But the way the Bills played them yesterday, they should have run the ball. Mm-hmm. Should have run the ball more.
And then another thought on defense: no pass rush whatsoever.
Zero.
On Josh Allen. Why? Where do they get it? And we'll get to reasons why and what they can do in the offseason later. But what gives?
So it was an interesting, and this is an example, I feel like, of the Bills adapting to what the Jaguars were doing. Right. The goal on defense for the Jags, it was obvious. You stop the run. Right, and me and Pete were talking about this before the show started, but I thought it was interesting because it's really the first time that I saw a bunch of defensive linemen almost in like 4-point like parallel stances. Right, like usually if you're in a defensive line stance, you got 1 foot forward, you put weight at your front arm, and basically the whole goal was to try to explode in the backfield. Right. They didn't necessarily do that for some of the reps. We saw guys just be parallel, and that puts an emphasis on trying to stop the run. And it was almost like a 2-gap technique for some of that. I think Buffalo saw that and said, okay, they're going above and beyond and try to stop this run. Let's get Khalil Shakir involved. Let's make him an extension of the run, if you will, and let's go with these short bubble screens because they can't get to the quarterback out of that stance.
Buffalo uses that a lot during the year. Though.
Yeah,
that's like one of their bread and butter plays because they don't have anybody who can scare you down the field.
Sure, but they had a couple guys apparently with Brandon Cooks and Cam
those
Coleman,
are
but
those are busties.
Yeah,
those are. I mean, I could run by the busties.
Yeah.
Those things were bad.
But
you're right. They tried to stop the run, and the Bills took advantage of that.
Well, and especially when they're in that 12 personnel and everything, when they had 2 tight ends, which looked like a run, it almost like put the Jags defensive line in a bind to go, okay, we got to focus on the run here. Let's hunker down. And then they were kind of late getting out of their pass rush, and then that's where those bubble screens and everything were open.
By the way, it was clear they put a focus on Josh Hines Allen because he got doubled and the tight ends and chipped and everything. Mm-hmm. And so he was going to have problems all day because, by the way, Hawes is a really good blocker, the tight end, the rookie tight end. He didn't have a great game yesterday, but he's a really good blocker. But they put a focus on him. You can see it every play. You must have taken Austin. Every single play, there's somebody banging on him a couple different ways. But that's the problem. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
And I was go ahead. Sorry, Pete.
Hutchinson was on the other side and not Trayvon Walker.
Oh, here we go.
You couldn't do that.
Here we go.
Well, you couldn't do that.
Here we go.
And Trayvon Walker's a good football player. I'm not saying he is. He made some really good plays on Sunday. Mm-hmm. The play he made on Cook on the cutback, that was a great play. Yep. He also got some – I just think he's a different – they lack twitch. They lack the twitchy, explosive edge guy. That's what they lack. That's what's missing. You come to the line of scrimmage, that and a guy in the middle who can push the pocket. That's what they lack. So you can't rush with 4 guys, and when you can't rush with 4 guys, you got to do a bunch of different things, and you get exposed sometimes on the back end. And I think their corners, by the way, they've had good years, and they've been overachievers. On Sunday, they weren't.
Mm. We'll dig into that a little bit later as well. And in the second hour, we'll have Keeping It Real and talk about some of the biggest needs now for the Jaguars in the 2026 offseason. I have a feeling a couple of those positions might come up. We'll see in just a little while. We're on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com, and Jaguars YouTube. And if you want customized Jags furniture for your home, check out ZipChair.com and browse all customizable options. ZipChair, furniture for fans. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in-ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
When it's your money, your business, or your home, you deserve a partner who sees and hears you. A partner who is by your side every step of the way. That's Ameris Bank. It's a commitment we're proud to make, and one we back up by providing financial solutions to empower you. Because at the end of the day, we are dedicated advocates for you. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Frank Frangie here. When you think of barbecue in Jacksonville, it's got to be Bono's Pit Barbecue. For over 75 years, Bono's has been smoking Jacksonville's favorite barbecue. You can find Bono's locations all around town and on game day at Everbank Stadium, because Bono's is the official barbecue of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So go to bonosbarbecue.com or call their fantastic catering department at 904-332-7427. That's 904-332-7427. And remember, if you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Yingling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yingling is the taste of tradition. Yingling, legends stand the test of time.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger, made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Jacksonville builders score big with DL Cabinetry. As the official cabinet supplier of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they offer top quality kitchen and bathroom cabinetry for any project. Enjoy fast turnaround, complimentary design, and great prices. Visit dlcabinetry.com today to learn more and to become a dealer. Limited spots available. DL Cabinetry, the winning choice for builders.
Or maybe I didn't play my best one game. We would talk a lot and just have those open, honest conversations. I'd tell him like something I'm not seeing, maybe the same, or if I'm struggling in one area, I'm kind of explaining why, and he's giving me feedback, and he just gave me all the confidence to know that he had my back. And I think that's like one of the best things as a quarterback, to know that the people around you believe in you, they got your back, and he just gave me that freedom, just cut it loose. And I think that's a big part of why the improvements came, but it's also just an accumulation of all the reps and everything coming to fruition of just time on task, all the work that's put in. It kind of comes together all at the same time, and you see the improvements, and it's our whole offense, so it's not just me. So I think that confidence from him and from our staff really goes a long way.
Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars quarterback, in the locker room today, clean-out day at the Miller Electric Center after a Jaguars loss to the Buffalo Bills. Welcome back. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans, the final Monday show of the season. JP Shadrick, Austin Lane.
Kind of sad, huh? We
Pete
thought we were
Bristow.
going to be doing it on the yacht.
I know, man. We see. We had it booked out and everything. We could have done it. Do we get that? Do we get that down payment back for that? I'm curious.
Yeah,
I hope so.
No?
I mean, it's not my
we
money.
We were going to be guests on that yacht.
Right. That's what you think.
VIPs, really. Yeah.
Think again. Unfortunately, not going to happen. So, hey.
Yeah, it's just a sad day. I know you were probably in the locker room today, JP, for a cleanup day. It was always one of the toughest days to watch those guys go in there, because a lot of them aren't going to be back.
Yeah.
It's the last time that team will be together.
And it's so abrupt. I mean, you go from, being in having the lead in the fourth quarter yesterday to all of a sudden tomorrow you're in Cancun.
Yeah, and just the way that ended, right? Because you had time on the clock, right? Okay, Trevor, let's go and take us down there, whether it's a field goal or make some miracle happen and get a touchdown to win the game. Like, we're all ready for it. Like, the crowd in that stands was ready for it. And then literally, first play, boom. See ya. Thanks for coming. We'll see you guys later. It's crazy how it can all turn around. And this is the thing about bad teams in the NFL, and this is the thing about, overachieving teams in the NFL. Guys are going to go other places. Whether it's a bad team and it's a complete rebuild, everyone's out of the locker room, man. And the next season, it'll be vastly different. If it's a great team, you can't re-sign everybody. Guys are going to be free agents. Guys will take more money, go out, play elsewhere, as they should. It's never the same. So it's definitely going to be a somber, I feel like, feeling in that locker room because next year will be vastly different.
And we'll get to some of those guys that are possibly going away, pending free agents here in a little bit when we keep it real about offseason needs and how some of that could change, including the running back position.
I'm perking up. What?
We'll get to that.
Some say Travis Etienne. Okay.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. We'll get to Travis and the running back room. I know you really want to. Hey, but we just heard from the quarterback there, and I asked him about his relationship with the head coach and how it's grown and changed as the season has gone along. Remember, week 3 in Cincinnati, he's waving him off when Liam's yelling at him, and then they have the mid-season conversation about letting it rip, and that's what he referenced there. It's kind of when the tide turned for him when he threw 3 picks the week after that, but they still had his back. Yeah. It kind of showed that Liam was not was serious about it, and then all of a sudden the confidence was there the rest of the way. It's been fun to see this thing really develop between Cohen and Trevor Lawrence.
Well, it's a complicated offense, and it takes time. And I've told you guys this. Baker Mayfield told me last spring. He said I said, what's Trevor Lawrence going to get from this offense? He says it's going to be really complicated. It's hard, and it took him a while. And he's right. He wasn't turning it loose. He didn't trust guys. He didn't trust the receivers were dropping balls, and I think that's the biggest difference in him: the trust. He turned it loose, and he understood the offense, and he knew where he was going with the football. They got him a couple of times on Sunday. I mean. The interception by Shaq Thompson, they fooled him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they showed one thing, and he rolled to cover 2 and Tampa 2, actually, and he got him in the middle of the field. He can't throw that. He had Jacoby Myers on an underneath route, would have set him up in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 or something. One's going to be a big play, but he's got to throw the underneath to Jacoby Myers. Instead, he turned the ball over. The other one, at the end of the game, that's hard to fault him for that one because – you're trying to get something out of that. If he and Bosa was bearing down on him because he split those 2 guys. If he has a second longer, I don't know if he's going to throw it, but he has a chance to hit Parker Washington on a deep over that would have been a gigantic play. If he had a second longer, see him there breaking. Because
yeah. Well, and
it would have been tough to make that throw because he already made the decision to go there.
Correct. And he couldn't go to Parker at that moment because if he goes there, the safety undercuts it. It's an interception. If he had like another second to second and a half to get that ball out, then I feel like Parker would have came open and he would have had that. It might have been a touchdown with him running there. But the offensive line, unfortunately, didn't give enough time. The Bosa was beating down on him. He had to make a play, and that's what it was. So
yeah, he split those 2. And it was weird the way he did it. I don't know if you watched that.
Yeah,
it looked like they kind of let up almost. Cleveland kind of looked like he let up, and it was weird. It was a weird situation. It's almost like on that the quarterback sneak where he went for 12 yards or whatever it was. Eric Armstead let up. He stopped.
So, yeah. So this is the thing.
If you want to blame anybody, you blame him.
Well, and I think it's really telling because you're always taught, regardless of the position, you're always taught you go towards the whistle. To the whistle, right? If you look at that play, Armstead puts his arm up almost to signify, like, hey, why isn't the play being stopped? You can't do it. You can't do it, man. Especially in the trenches, man, where it's there's a lot of meat being pushed around. Let's just say you can't go like this and give yourself up, and that's exactly what happened there. Can't happen.
Yeah. He let up on that play. I thought Cleveland and those 2 on that play kind of were like. It wasn't a let up, but it wasn't. It was weird. And then on the big play that he hit to Cooks, what was Devin Lloyd doing? He couldn't figure out if he was going to put his hands up or hit him, or you know what I'm talking about when he's blitzing. Well, I don't understand what he's doing here.
Yeah,
run through him, go hit him.
I think.
I mean, that was weird to me. That one was weird.
I think that's a situation of a guy didn't know if he should hit him to get the penalty possibly or just try to deflect the football, and he got caught in limbo, and that's what happened.
Right. Because, when you hit a guy like Josh Allen, a lot of times the flag's going to come out.
Without a doubt.
So you're a little tentative. If it's like, somebody from backup from another team, you're blasting him. But if you hit him, you might not get him. You might get a penalty. So I think that had something to do with it as well.
Mm-hmm. Parker Washington had another day in terms of yardage and touchdown.
It's a real deal, man.
Yeah.
He's a real deal.
Good.
He's got a year left in the contract. I wonder if that's going to be a primary focus this offseason, if you're going to try to...
Yeah, he'll be getting a new contract. I can promise you
re-up
that.
on him. Mm-hmm. And then with that being said, once again, this is for the future, but we're talking about the future now because this is where we're at. What is that wide receiving room going to look like? Where does Travis Hunter fit in? Brian Thomas Jr.?
Travis Hunter will be a corner next year.
All right.
And you know what? Yesterday, we saw life was like without him. Because he would have been on the field as a real corner, as star corner, and he would have been outstanding. They need a corner. Let's be real. They need a star corner. And when you really look at it, they played Sunday without him, who would have been their number one corner, without Jordan Lewis, who's their number two corner. And so next year you got to hope those guys. He's the number one corner. Lewis is one of the corners. Then they got to decide what they do. Yeah. Is Monteric Brown? He's a free agent. If for the right money, maybe you bring him back. And Jarian Jones will be in the mix as well. But Greg Newsome, see ya. Goodbye. Bad deal. It didn't work out. That's one. They made some great deals. That one didn't work out.
Yeah, listen, it's one of those things where it felt like he was kind of coming around a little bit these past couple weeks, and then it just it all fell apart against the Bills. But this is the thing, and this is the frustrating thing about it. There's a lot of frustrating things about this game, but. It's not like you were necessarily afraid of Keon Coleman and Brandon Cooks, who I forgot was even in the league till a couple weeks ago, right? It's once again, it comes down to they essentially beat themselves in a lot of those areas, right? Yeah. Whether it's the miscommunications between the safety. There's that one play where I think it was Murray was the safety, and it looked like he had his eyes in the backfield taking a short route, and then they go over the top on Murray. I think he was the safety in that play. It made Newsome look really bad, but I think that was more on Murray.
I don't know because that one we don't know how they cover that.
Yeah.
It looks like a trap kind of coverage where the corner kind of thinks he can trap it out and jump it, and the safeties got it. So one of them has to. You're right. We don't know which one it has. It's either Newsome or him. One of them has to be there.
And whose ever fault it was, there's miscommunication. Right, and once again, that's the circumstance of beating yourself. It's not like, with all due respect to Brandon Cooks and Keon Coleman, like they really beat the Jaguars. I felt like the miscommunication was the problem that beat the Jaguars there.
Yeah, the one that beat that. Okay, we saw a tight end beat Wingard again. We saw that.
Yeah.
And that one, there was play action. The linebackers didn't get any depth, and so he turned them around a little bit. Mm-hmm. But most of that was miscommunication. You're right. They didn't. This one's on Lloyd. It has to be.
Yeah.
The way I see that, that's him. He's got to stay. Where's he going?
And he's trying to pass it off because he's trying to take the middle. But yeah, you're putting. Once again, this is communication. You're putting your teammate there in a really bad spot. I can't remember who that was, but you can see Lloyd say, "You got him," and it's by that point it's way too late.
Mm-hmm.
And then go ahead, Pete.
Yeah. No, I was saying. That one, they put a couple guys in a bind. It was just a well-designed play. The Jaguars actually run that play, and that play was the one that Strange was kind of similar to that, was when Strange was wide open on that got tipped at the line of scrimmage. That would have been a big play. Mm-hmm. But that Lloyd got caught in no man's land there, but I can't tell what he's supposed – if we run that back, I can't tell who's supposed to be on that because it's kind of they fake the bubble screen, and then the kind of – you can see it.
Watch it right here, Pete. But Lloyd passes it off, but he passes it off way too late. Watch, he's going, go, take him, and it's way too late. Like you can't
balls in the air.
Yeah.
And Shavers is open in the middle of the field too, in case anybody's wondering. You can if you play this out. See, look at Shavers. If he wanted to throw to Shavers, he could have thrown to him too.
But this was what made Lloyd great so much in this season was the fact that he didn't hesitate. He just reacted and went, right? The Patrick Mahomes interception was ironically a lot similar to what you saw from the first Trevor Lawrence interception with the linebacker faking that he's coming in and then dropping back, right? Yeah. So we've seen Lloyd make those plays before. That was a circumstance right there where he just got caught in the middle and he didn't, commit to anything. and he left his guy out to dry.
That's another one, though, that's 15 yards down the field. Like the Mahomes one was 2 yards down the field.
Correct.
You know? Like anything deeper, he's had issues in his career with that.
That's the other thing you got to say, JP. I know you got to go to break, but watching the defense on Sunday, was there anybody, and they did a nice job against the run, but was there anybody that really stood out to you?
No. We'll try to find an answer in the next 3 minutes.
I mean, Hamilton made some plays in the run game again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's what he does. It's not going to stand out to you, though.
Let's come back. We'll dig into that a little bit more. We've got to get to the offensive line again. And they had a bunch of changes up there again going into this game. And the Jaguars fall to the Bills in the AFC wildcard playoff game. We're on 1010XL, Jaguars.com, and Jaguars YouTube. It is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
Hey, Jags fans, stop dreaming of creating your game day fan cave and build the Jaguars den of your dreams with ZipChair. When it comes to maximum comfort, ZipChair.com is the only place for officially licensed Jaguars recliners, sofas, bar stools, office and gaming chairs, all featuring high-quality embroidered Jags logos. Crack open a few cold ones in the comfort of a ZipChair and make your home the place to be on game day. Head over to ZipChair.com and save 20% today. Use code JagsRadio at checkout. ZipChair.com, furniture for fans.
Are you ready to love how you feel, look, and live in every season? At Elace, we offer more than just luxury med spa treatments. We provide a serene, judgment-free space where you can reconnect with the best version of you. Whether you want to refresh your natural look with Botox or Dysport, pamper yourself with a relaxing hydrofacial, or rejuvenate your complexion with laser resurfacing, our expert team in Jacksonville is here to tailor treatments to your needs. Visit Elace.com today and start your journey to loving yourself.
The Jaguars bring performance, strength, and passion to every play. And you'll find the same when you bank with Everbank. Open an Everbank Performance Savings account and score serious savings. See what you could earn at everbank.com/Jaguars. Everbank, advantage you. Member FDIC and the official bank of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars fans, it's time to show up and show out. Get game day ready with fresh gear from Fanatics. Rock your teal and black with the new sideline collection, head-turning headwear, and exclusive drops you won't find anywhere else. Visit any of our 11 convenient locations throughout the stadium and rep your Jags in style. The Jaguars Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Jaguars fans, are you ready to beat the heat? All season long, head to Mr. Chubby's Wings in Ponte Vedra Beach, Fleming Island, and the West Side to cheer on your Jags. And here's the game-changing play. Order the Beat the Heat Special, which includes 12 of the best wings in town, and score a free milkshake or ice-cold milk in the Jaguars Souvenir Cup. Thanks to our friends at Florida Dairy Farmers. Fuel up, cool down, and celebrate your Jaguars with Mr. Chubby's Wings and Florida Dairy Farmers, the ultimate game day team.
Such a competitor. The ball, he was spitting it out pretty good, obviously. Scrambled enough times, but he just kind of drifting away, knowing he's going to get hit, making a play. I thought he threw it obviously extremely accurately as well. And they just made some plays. In the pass game specifically, I don't know what the run stats were, what we held them to or anything like that, but, he definitely carried them.
That's Liam Cohen after the game on Josh Allen, Bills quarterback. And yes, the Jaguars held the Bills to 79 yards rushing in the game. For the record, J.P. Shadrick, Pete Prisco, Austin Lane. It's Jaguars Happy Hour, presented by Jet Home Loans. We're at the Hyundai Studios in Jacksonville. Austin and I are. Pete is down in South Florida, as always, on 1010XL, Jaguars.com, and Jaguars YouTube. Sometimes future Hall of Famers beat you, Pete. There's part of that, too.
Well, that was the one thing that could happen to him.
Yep.
You know, when you gave him the ball back with 4 minutes in the game, everybody in the stadium knew what was entirely possible, that he would go down the field and get a touchdown, and he did. I mean, he's a great, great, great player, and he just might carry them to the Super Bowl this year. You know, you talk about it, Austin, about how the Jaguars were more talented or the better team. I don't know, more talent, but the better team. But that guy takes you to a new level.
No.
He's a different level.
Listen, I don't like doing it, especially the last show, because this is how we have to end it. But I'm going to give Pete Prisco his flowers here, because he even said, like, he was afraid to play Josh Allen. And I think myself and a lot of people, because I don't know, I guess how big the show was, but a lot of people even came up to me and like, man, why is Pete Prisco going on and on about Josh Allen? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. He can't put his shirt on right. You know, so like that's what we're going back and forth. So like it was all good. But then you saw why Josh Allen was the best quarterback in this playoffs, right? And I even said it. I said in the pregame, and I said it last week on Happy Hour. Like, this is the worst Bills team I think that Josh Allen has played on, and this is the best Jaguars team that Trevor Lawrence has played on. The difference is that Josh Allen went out there and he made Brandon Cooks look like he's in his prime. He gave the ball to Khalil Shakir when he needed it, right? He even made Keon Coleman, who a guy that has been benched numerous times this season, look like the real deal. And that's what the best quarterback, if not one of the best quarterbacks, can do for your team in the NFL. So, yeah, props to Pete for calling it, and props to Josh Allen, man, because he showcased why you don't want to play him in the playoffs.
Chicken salad out of chicken you-know-what.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, and, they're pretty good on the offensive line, though. That's a pretty good group up front. So, they got tight ends who can catch the ball. I mean, and he can do so many things. He didn't run much on Sunday. I think they beat him up a little bit on Sunday.
Boy, I tell you what, now he only got like 2 hits on him in the passing game, but when he ran the football, I mean, he got his knee twisted over the goal line. They're beating him.
Didn't he go to the tent twice?
Yeah,
for
that's right.
Concussion symptoms or whatever? Yeah,
that's right.
Well, he hit his hand the one time, remember, on the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so tough and big and strong and physical. It's hard to get down, and he made the plays when he had to. That's a sign of a great quarterback. And look, Trevor didn't, but he only had a minute. I mean, I think sometimes if Trevor had taken the ball over with 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, it feels different. When you only got a minute and no timeouts, then you got to go. And they do have a kicker who can make one, although he missed one he missed one on Sunday.
He did, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's I said it all the whole time in the last 5 weeks of the season. The one team you don't want to play in the playoffs is the Bills.
Yeah,
because of him.
That's what it was. Jaguars offensive line injuries again. Cole Van Lannon did not play in the game, so Walker Little moved to left tackle. I had a key false start there to burn 10 seconds off the clock on that drive, and then
wasn't good either. It wasn't good either, by the way.
No, okay, and then of course mid game McCary's in and out of the lineup with his back problem flaring up again. So Milam mid drive had to switch from left guard because Cleveland was out with an equipment issue to start the drive, and then all of a sudden he has to switch over to right guard. I mean, it was chaos there for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, watching the tape, I thought Hainsey had some moments where he really struggled. I thought Little was not very good. McCary, okay, but you could tell he's battling something. I think there's a back injury or something that he's battling. He's not the same guy. Yeah. When Milam went in, he was okay, and I think he might be the future there. And Cleveland had moments where he wasn't good, and Harrison was pretty darn good, I thought, as a whole. But the Van Lannon injury is interesting because he got that on the play 2 plays before the keep him in for the 4,000. Did he not?
Yeah, it was.
I believe so. I mean, it was late in the game. It was very, very late in the game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the question becomes, would you have taken him out?
Yeah,
would he have come out?
Yeah, not everybody can come out. Some people have to play still.
But I was also surprised because we talked about this. Like he seemed to be in good spirits and everything. And like, do we ever get a diagnosis of what the injury was? Like they said it was a knee, right, or a leg? But like,
it's
do we
a
know
knee.
It's a knee? But do we know exactly? Like, I mean, I guess that's all you can say. It's a knee, but I thought he was going to play, and then there was a video circulating of his pregame warm up, and I'm like, unless he's like putting on an Oscar-winning performance to try to psych out the Bills, like there was no way he was going to play with that brace on because
he was dragging that leg around.
Dragging it, man.
There was no way he was playing.
Yeah, I was extremely surprised at that. I thought for sure he'd be playing.
I thought that was gamesmanship on their part, by the way, to try and make him think he was playing.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, look, there's a clear difference between Cole Van Lanen and Walker Little at left tackle. It's night and day. And he will be the left tackle next year, no question about it. Mm-hmm. But going forward, I mean, they got some questions. Like, I thought they all improved. I thought Cleveland improved, but down the stretch, he wasn't as good, I didn't think. Hainsey had moments where he struggled in the last couple of weeks. McCary struggled because he's physically, I think it's almost like whoever plays right guard on this team has to be an aging guy who breaks down. I mean, didn't you just go through that with Sheriff for about 5 years?
McCary during that game was on like one knee for like they had to kind of help him up. I don't know what was going on with that.
Well, and he missed the last 2 games of the season with it. It's the same thing as in whatever it is.
But it was like they literally had to like help him up to get him back to the
Wow.
So, but when you look at the offensive line, good things happen this year. You have your tackles. That's your good. Sure. That's you want to stop right there. You have 2 tackles. Harrison, after a lull the last couple of years, he took his game back up again, and so you have your 2 tackles. Mm-hmm. Now, the inside, work in progress, but that's why you have to figure it out. I think Milam starts somewhere next year. I think he's tough. I think he's physical. I think he'll be one of the guards next year. Does Monheim play more for Hainsey?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hainsey's smart, but I thought Hainsey had problems with some physical guys the last 3-4 weeks. Didn't you, Austin, when you watched him?
But once again, and I don't know if he's, I thought it was evident. Because, like, you can see it in the bull, right? Like, there's one thing where if you got speed guys beating you, but he was just kind of getting pushed back, it seemed like. So, once again, I thought it was a little out of character. I don't know if he's dealing with a lot. Who knows, man? But what you saw in the film, it wasn't the best.
Yeah, the interior 3 kind of took steps back, I thought, while the outside guys, when Van Lanen was in there, played really well. And it was
even showcased yesterday with Harrison on that Tootin run. I mean, Harrison worked up field, was looking for work and everything, like. And I guess that's more of a Tootin play just because of his speed and his ability to cut to the outside. But, like, that's what you want on your tackles. You want fast-footed athletic freaks that aren't afraid to hit somebody. And that was a classic example yesterday from Harrison getting Tootin up the field.
Yeah, and then there's one. But, like, here's where Harrison has for me, it drives me crazy if I was his coach. He makes that play. He makes a lot of really good plays of pass protection. Then on a run play away from him, he's lazy and doesn't get his cutoff block, and the guy comes down the line and makes the tackle. You remember that play?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of thing. You get your head in front of him. Do everything you can to try and cut him off. You allow them to come down the line and make the play. Mm-hmm. Those are the little things that are preventing him from being a dominant tackle, I think.
We've got plenty ahead. We'll return, and it's Austin's favorite segment for the final time. Microsoft Copilot.
How do we get on the yacht, Copilot?
It's not like
are the Jaguars going to the next round of the playoffs, Copilot? No.
Wow.
JP is going to toss some softballs at the Copilot one last time.
How about that?
Here, little softball. We going to the playoffs anymore or not?
From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today. It's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Jet Home Loans.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in-ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
game day means it's time to get loud, get proud, and get real. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Deep Eddy Vodka brings real flavor made with real ingredients to every tailgate, watch party, and post-game toast. Handcrafted in small batches in Austin, Texas, Deep Eddy Vodka is distilled 10 times and is made with purified Texas water, real fruit juice, and pure cane sugar. Wherever you're cheering on the Jaguars, make every moment a real one with Deep Eddy Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Please stay drink responsibly. Deep Eddy Vodka is a product of Deep Eddy Distilling Company, Austin, Texas. 35 to 40% alcohol by volume, distilled from corn.
It's game time, Jaguars fans. This season, feed your fandom with the Jaguars sub from Publix, the official supermarket of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow! Sink your teeth into crispy chicken tenders, boar's head bacon, melted cheddar, sweet coleslaw, and smoky barbecue mayo, all stacked on a fresh white roll. Taste the hype only at Jacksonville Publix locations. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Renewal by Andersen is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
It's game on, Jaguars fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today.
Watch the game, host your crew, or just unwind at BC Grill and Patio at Sheridan Jacksonville, part of the Marriott family of hotels. Enjoy craft cocktails, tasty bites, and indoor-outdoor seating perfect for watch parties, happy hours, and events. Mention this radio ad for 10% off food and drinks. Visit SheridanJacksonville.com or call 904-564-4772.
I think that's why we hire our agents, why we hire those people, because I feel like as a human, it's hard to take your emotion and the emotional side out of it. Just like I invested 5 years into this. Like when I got drafted, I think any person is going to retire with the team they get drafted to. You know, you never think about the business side of the game. I think that's why we have those people who to think about those things for us, because as humans, but we can act off emotions, and that wouldn't really be great for my finances or my family and the things that I need in my life. So I feel like for me, it's going to take me a while to get past it, but I'm pretty sure my agent hit me with some encouraging words or something to help me move forward. And to talk to my family, just be around them and, you know, just see what things taste is. I've never been a part of this process, but just got to go through it.
Travis Etienne Jr., Jaguars running back, headed to free agency. Maybe. We'll see if the Jaguars tag him or sign him or do all that. But he obviously had another pretty strong game yesterday. 100 scrimmage yards, a receiving touchdown. And welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour. JP Shadrick, Austin Lane, Pete Prisco. And time now for Microsoft Copilot. Each week we ask a really difficult question. This week, what Jaguars players are up for free agency? It's a good question. It's coming up mid-March, when it begins. It says several key Jaguars players are set to hit free agency, including starters on both sides. The latest reports list notable names such as Devin Lloyd, Travis Etienne, Greg Newsome, and Andrew Wingard among the 2026 free agent class.
How many of those guys will be back?
Of those 4?
Yeah.
One?
You know what I would
see one.
You know what I would say?
0.
None. None.
Now, you do have a franchise tag.
Now, for example, if Wingard came back on a team-friendly deal or something, you'd like to have him around. He might be a backup next year, but he's a good guy to have around.
Special teams, too.
Yeah. Devin Lloyd's going to get too much money on the open market. Etienne, you know how I feel about paying running backs. And look, I love the guy. I think he's I think he's a pro's pro. But if that contract gets out of whack, you can't pay him. You just can't.
Here's a question on the franchise tag for running back is 14.1 projected. The transition tag's 11.4. Could you play that game and be comfortable?
The problem with the transition tag, it puts your money on hold until somebody does something with the deal, and that they don't have a ton of cap. They're not right now. They don't have a ton of cap room, so that could be a problem. I think we saw Tootin Sunday. What we saw, that's the future, and you can draft one and get a veteran or something. I think that's what a cheaper veteran, because I think Etienne's going to get paid somewhere.
Somebody will pay him top dollar.
This is a running back. There's teams out there that pay running backs. Me personally, I wouldn't, and I like him. I think he's a good player, but I wouldn't pay him.
Well, I think he can be an every down running back too, because he was super useful in the pass game, and like this,
he's very good in the pass game.
And this to me is the question of: do you feel confident letting him go and then having Tootin and Allen? Like, can Tootin?
Well, you got guys grow up though. You know this.
Okay,
this is year 1 to year 2. I think Tootin early in the season was lost. Because he didn't know, you could tell he didn't know the playbook. He wasn't good in pass protection. He's gotten better at it. And so I think he's not great at it. He got blown up yesterday. He's gotten better at it.
Okay.
But he gives you juice. He gives you the home runs juice.
Of course.
Yesterday,
that's great to have.
One of the first times we saw him open it up in the open field. Like, it's always kind of been between the tackles with him and physical, which we saw that yesterday too. But he got wide on the right and then opened it up. It's like, okay, there's the speed that we've heard about, but really haven't seen him go full throttle.
What I saw yesterday was an extension, though, of the run trying to get Travis Etienne the football in critical moments. And that was in the pass game, and I thought he delivered when he had to. Here's a classic example right here, right? And
he's a good football player. I think you got to be careful with the money, though.
No,
this team has so many other needs that you can get by with the running backs you have and draft one or whatever. Then you know what I mean. They don't have elite defensive tackles. They don't have edge rushers with twitch. They don't have top tier corners. They don't have that. And, you can always use some big, strong offensive linemen. I just think that the priority of keeping him, and he's a good player. Nobody's saying he's not.
Yeah.
But the priority of the position means I don't think you can allocate the resources to keeping him.
My only argument is that I think he was the most dependable thing the entire season. Like, I understand Stranger's up there too, Parker Washington, but you want to talk about from week 1 until now, he was dependable. Now, I understand the shelf life of a running back, it's finite, right? Like, we can sit here and say, okay, he was playing for a contract. What happens when he gets the contract, right? Like, that's a game you can play. But I just have a hard time of letting dependable players go that were such a big help to your offense, and especially, in a Liam Cohen offense that seems to feature the running back position not only between the tackles and the outside, but also in the receiving game. And I think he's the best at doing that.
Let me ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
You're right.
And by the way, Travis Etienne,
you say
I
he
want
was the
5%.
best player on the offense. Would you rather have him back or Parker Washington back?
Well, we got Parker for another year, but
if you had to pay, because you'd have to pay.
If I had to pay one position.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm agree with you, Pete, because I think you can find that in the draft easier than you can find a Parker Washington.
Yeah.
But I think you can also franchise.
You'll pay Parker Washington before you pay Travis Etienne.
I still want 5%, though, Travis. Thank you.
5 now.
I mean, I'll
you
down
might want to start peddling his services elsewhere. Unless he takes a team-friendly deal, which I don't. If I'm him, I'm not. I want my money.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll talk to him. We'll see.
You only get so many.
Could you see him in Kansas City?
Oof. That's one of the options on the table for us. We're not. No, I can see
Etienne in Kansas City would make sense in the passing game. He can do so much. They need somebody who can run. They need a bell cow runner. I think he would make sense for them.
Didn't they try like
Edwards-Helaire
a few years ago?
They've tried everybody. I mean, Kareem Hunt's still over
They've
there.
had a bunch of guys. Yeah. Pacheco was going to be that guy, but he got hurt. He hadn't been the same since he got hurt.
And then they had the rookie that they liked, but then he kind of fell off to, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Pete, you thinking 15, 16 for Travis Etienne? I'm writing these numbers down now for us. What do you think for Etienne?
Yeah, look at Cook's deal.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what somebody will pay him. Okay. But I just don't think it'll be Jacksonville, nor should it be.
Got it. Thank you.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money. 4 years, $46 million for Cook.
Yeah.
So you're talking about.
I mean, he's looking at after this year, or starting next year. Cap hit's 5.8. But then after that, it's like 13 and 14 a year for Cook.
Pete, have you seen enough with Tootin and Allen where you're confident, or do you think they try to bring in a veteran, or did they go with a rookie?
I think you draft one in like the 4th round.
Okay.
And you might sign a veteran, both.
Okay.
And then you have 4 guys. You see 3 of them will play out. 2 of them, those 2 are going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
The draft pick, if he's good, he'll be on there. If he's not, then you might put him on the practice squad or something. And then but they had 4. So they keep 4. Sometimes you keep 4. So I just think they need to move on. That's just me. The way this team is structured, I would move on. And I think Travis will end up with a good contract and and another team where he could still do his stuff. But I just don't think it's here, nor do I think it should be, to be honest with you.
Well, and to prove your point a little bit, I think he'll get more money elsewhere than Jacksonville.
Yes.
Right? And I don't see him where you can take a hometown discount. Like,
no, take your money, Travis. Go get everything you can possibly get your hands on. Every bit of it.
You're running back. You don't know how long it's going to last, right? So go get paid where you get paid, man. Yeah.
He's been playing with Trevor Lawrence for 8 years.
It's crazy, right?
By the way, Monteric Brown wasn't on that list that they put up either. He's a free agent.
That wasn't a full list. That was just the
I would have featured him. He's going to be an interesting one because somebody might pay him this offseason.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I'll go through the quick. There's 13 pending free agents. We'll go through them real quick.
And I'll go yay or nay if they're coming back. On my
quickly. De'Ami Brown.
No, hell no.
Ogba.
No, hell no.
Devin Lloyd.
No.
Etienne.
No.
Wingard.
No. Unless he comes back on a team-friendly deal.
Greg Newsome.
No, hell no.
Tim Patrick.
No.
Austin Johnson, D lineman.
Yeah, maybe on a low number, but
Dennis
hopefully
Gardeck.
upgrade that position.
Gardeck.
No.
Smoot.
I mean, team-friendly deal, maybe.
Dallas.
Who was the last one?
DJ Dallas.
DJ Dallas.
No.
Braswell.
No.
Brown.
Maybe.
Back in a moment. Hour number 2 of Jaguars Happy Hour after this.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in-ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
Game day means it's time to get loud, get proud, and get real. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Deep Eddy Vodka brings real flavor made with real ingredients to every tailgate, watch party, and post-game toast. Handcrafted in small batches in Austin, Texas, Deep Eddy Vodka is distilled 10 times and is made with purified Texas water, real fruit juice, and pure cane sugar. Wherever you're cheering on the Jaguars, make every moment a real one with Deep Eddy Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Please stay drink responsibly. Deep Eddy Vodka is a product of Deep Eddy Distilling Company, Austin, Texas. 35 to 40% alcohol by volume, distilled from corn.
It's game on, Jaguars fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today.
I'm Foye Lewican from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Driving distracted or under the influence is dangerous for you, and it's dangerous for everyone on the road around you. Ride with Do Not Disturb. That call, text, or social media message can wait. Choose your music before you turn the ignition. Anytime your eyes are not on the road ahead, you're distracted, so pay attention. Remember, drive high equals DUI. Plan ahead. Have a designated driver or get a ride home. Keep a clear head to see clear ahead, and let's get everyone home safely.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. Wasn't really 100% sure what to say to those guys in there because you don't really plan for what you're going to say after the season ends. Be fortunate to be able to get together tomorrow, get the guys in there, communicate, be able to swallow this one and keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Head coach Liam Cohen after the game yesterday. Welcome back. It's hour 2 of Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings. Before the game, after the game, and during the game. We're on 1010XL AM, Jaguars.com and Jaguars YouTube. JP Shadrick with you. And here's the opening drive for hour 2 presented by Target Zero. Let's get everyone home safely. The Bills knocked the Jaguars out of the playoffs, 27-24, the final in the AFC wildcard playoff game yesterday. The game featured 4 fourth-quarter lead changes. Jags defense had pressure issues and some coverage busts in key moments late in the game. Jags offense ran the ball early, didn't run late, but they still drove the field for 2 fourth-quarter leads. Early decision to not take the field goal. The Bills turned that turnover on downs into a 92-yard touchdown drive. And the Jags could have gone up 7 at that point, ended up losing the lead and having to go back and forth the rest of the way. The Bills got their first road playoff win since the 1992 AFC Championship game. So the Jaguars now are out, looking ahead to the offseason. And now assistant coaches are being called upon for interviews. Grant Udinski apparently will interview with the Cleveland Browns for their head coach opportunity. The Jaguars offensive coordinator Austin Lane with me here in the Hyundai Studios, the Miller Electric Center. Pete Prisco down in South Florida. The abrupt ending is never easy. Certainly you heard it in Liam Cohen's voice there right after the game. And hey, it's a heck of a run from this team, but falls a little bit short, Austin.
Yeah, and I think that press conference spoke volumes, right? And I think you appreciate a coach who doesn't know what to say in those situations, right? Because if I'm playing football, I don't want a coach that's thinking, okay, well, if we lose this game, what am I going to say? I'm going to have a great closing. You can't think like that. Like you can never think of the alternative. You never think of injuries. You never think of losing. You're always on to winning and the next play, right? And unfortunately, it didn't go the Jags' way. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure he had something to say that he just chalked up. He had to call an audible and everything and talk to his guys. And I'm sure he got the best that he could. But yeah, it sucks, man. It is what it is.
And I want to say this. If you would have told this organization, this fan base, and this team before the season that you'd be 13-4 and win the division and host the home playoff game, they would have signed up for that in 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. But the pain of it right now kind of supersedes all that for them. And I get it. I understand it. But I think you need to step back from it and realize where this team is heading. And I said this on the air last week on our air at CBS. This team is heading to something special. Mm-hmm. Sustainable success for a long time. Mm-hmm. And that's what you have to look forward to. And it's going to be weird because next year, aren't they closing part of the stadium?
Yeah, apparently the upper deck's going to go away and only the lower bowl at the bank.
So lower bowl next year, then Orlando the next year, and then back in the new stadium.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be. And I don't want to guarantee this or anything, but they could be one of, like in the next 2 years, they could play in a Super Bowl and be playing in Orlando. Think about that for a second.
What if they hosted the AFC Championship game at Camping World?
But that's where I think they're heading.
Right. Yeah,
because the quarterback solved, the coach solved. They still need obviously certain situations. Missing Travis Hunter injury was good in one way from getting Jacoby Myers on the roster, because they wouldn't have done that, I don't think, even though they maybe would have. But missing him at corner showed up on Sunday. It just did.
Yeah.
You don't have any man-to-man corners.
Mm-hmm. True. I think with this fan base, there's been a lot of scar tissue from like the past decade, right? And I think a lot of that scar tissue was removed because you won the primetime game against the Kansas City Chiefs. You went to the West Coast and did your thing. Like there was a lot of checks that happened that kind of erased a lot of the scar tissue. I really think, and I thought we're out of the clear, right? I think like we're all good now and we're on to bigger and better things. But I think the one last thing that has to be cleansed out for scar tissue is you have to keep the window open. Because I'm reminded of 2017 when I thought, okay, they're going to be back. How can they not be back? Look at who they're bringing back and everything. You were one play away from going to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and then you see how next season goes, and it's off to a great start. And by the time they beat the Patriots, I'm looking at Super Bowl tickets already. Like I'm like, okay, well, this team's going. I'm telling my friends and everything. And then it goes south really fast. And I think, and I agree with you, Pete. I think Liam Cohen and this regime, it's right for the job because they're going to hold players accountable and they're not going to let it slip up and they're not going to let the window close. But to me, like if you're a Jaguars fan, that's the one last hurdle that you have to cross now is reassure the fans of, okay, yeah, this is a great run and nobody really saw it coming. But guess what? There's more great runs coming down the line.
2017, the big difference was the quarterback position.
Sure.
No offense to the guy because he played great that season, but he had this guy.
Mm-hmm. True.
And then the other one was, who was the coach that year?
Doug Marrone.
Okay, there's another difference.
I'm with you, man. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Coach quarterback gives you sustainable success in the NFL, and they will have that. Mm-hmm. Now it's up to them to fix the rest of it around him and him. And if you do that, you're going to be around for a while. I think what we've seen for the last 9 weeks, the interception, to Thompson notwithstanding, Trevor Lawrence grew up. You go to 2 fourth-quarter drives to take the lead.
Yes.
Both times.
Yes.
That doesn't happen. He grew up. And so he's your quarterback. Liam Cohen's a hell of a coach. Now you just have to fix everything around them. And and by everything, I don't mean, every piece, but they know what they need to do. They know what they need to do.
And I distinctly remember, I think it was the first show that we did, where I wasn't even talking about the playoffs yet, obviously, but what I wanted to see from this team this year is to reassure, is Trevor Lawrence the guy or not? Right? Like that's what I wanted. More than anything. Forget the playoffs and this 13-game winning. Forget all that. Like, I just want to know, do we have the franchise quarterback or not? And, yeah, the first couple weeks, it took some time to get there. But halfway through the season, it was clear as day. It was, okay, you have your guy now. You have your franchise quarterback. Liam Cohen has brought it out of him, and you like that going forward. So it answered that question for me. And then everything else was just gravy in terms of, hosting a home playoff game and winning a division.
He'll probably finish third in the MVP voting. Mm-hmm. I really believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible from where he started the season.
No doubt. No doubt about that. We mentioned Grant Udinski there. The Browns are requesting an interview with him for the head coach. He just turned 30 years old today. That's one hell of a birthday present, I guess. So what are the odds here for Udinski? And he's 1 year as a coordinator, hasn't called plays.
Yeah. Again, though, you don't need to call plays to be a head coach in the NFL. I think that's the greatest myth in the world. But it's probably, exploratory to see what he's like. He's a brilliant guy. He's worked for O'Connell. He's worked for Liam. And so I think there's all that. Again, these teams are casting wide nets these days. Have you noticed that? It used to be you'd interview 2 or 3, 4 guys maybe. They just – and not that I wouldn't do it, because you know what I would do? I'd cast a wide net, bring in 10 guys, pick their brains. Tell me who you would hire 1 through 10 at your coordinator positions. And then when then I'd go, okay, well, this guy's he doesn't have him. Why? I'm going to ask him. I want to get all the information. I'd pick their brains. I'd use them. I'd want more information from them. So I think it's smart to do, but it's not the same process that it used to be anymore, JP. But I think they're going to bring him in there, talk to him, find out where he is. He might not be ready for this cycle, but down the road he might be ready if the Browns don't change things there.
The Cardinals are interviewing 9 guys.
Look at the Titans.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who the Titans aren't interviewing.
Pete Prisco's getting an interview.
I wouldn't go for it on 4th and 2 in the first half.
Oh,
let's go, Pete. Do you need the EVP?
Yeah.
I got you, Pete.
Right.
Come on.
Hey, boy, the Titans list. You're right, Pete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 15 guys are interviewing for the Titans job.
It's going to be
It's incredible.
It's going to be like a TV show, little reality TV show they're going to host.
I'm surprised that the Titans haven't called or the Giants or somebody called on Campanile yet.
Right.
I am surprised with that too, especially if a team that needs a culture rebuild. I feel like he's the guy for that job.
True.
I think he's a hell of a coach. I really do. I think he's again, parts a lot better than the sum of the parts, a lot better than the parts. That tells you he's a good coach.
Yeah. So, with sustained success, these kind of things are going to pop up in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. If, for example, if he left, is there anybody that you guys see on that staff that would be a defensive coordinator?
Good question. It's a good question. That's a really good question.
Or would you have to go outside? But I don't think you want to go outside. You want to have somebody that kind of runs that defense. 'Cause I like this style of defense.
Yeah, because you kind of know they know the whole situation. I mean, Matt Edwards is the D-line coach. Lakabu is the linebackers coach. Secondary coach Ron Milas, he's been around for a long time.
He's been around for a while. I don't think he's a coordinator. I don't think he's going to be a coordinator.
I mean, those are the main guys. There's a bunch of assistants on the team. But
by the way, I bet Josh Grizzard's going to be on the staff next year. He got fired in Tampa.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. Leo will bring him in then.
That sounds
you know he will.
Like an easy one. Yeah. We'll see.
He's supposedly a really bright guy. Really bright guy. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And when you're Todd Bowles, you got to make somebody the scapegoat.
He's
not going to make yourself the scapegoat now, are you? Yeah.
No.
He survived.
This is like Survivor, man. Yeah, it's his fault.
It's a cutthroat business, by the way.
By the way, one thing, and I'm not just coming down on Liam for going for it on 4th down. I came across you. If you follow me on Twitter, I got on everybody this week.
Yeah.
And you know how much I hate kickers. And for me to sit here and say kick field goals, it pains me to say it. and by the way, McManus couldn't happen to a more pleasant kicker, right?
That was rough.
Karma coming at you.
Did you deal with him at all when you was in Jacksonville?
Oh, he was around, yeah, but not much.
He wasn't very friendly, was he?
Not exactly.
No.
Allegedly.
And by the way, when I was in Green Bay one day, I went up there for training camp, and they had told me he was in the locker room yelling at the media to get out. You don't belong in here, one of those things. And I said, why didn't you just turn to him and say, you're nothing but a kicker. Shut the hell up.
He left 7 points out there the other day.
I got Pete in 3 rounds against McManus. I think Pete's got him.
I wouldn't.
like
Let's put it this way: I wouldn't be afraid of him.
That's what I'm saying, man. You're scrappy. I got you.
He's got a low center of gravity, Pete. Yeah.
But I just, JP knows what it's like because you dealt with him.
I didn't. It was fine. It was fine. But I'm not going to let a kicker bother me either.
Well, I was going to say, I played.
But Mike Hollis was a great dude.
Kickers are usually really great dudes.
Cam Little
was a great dude.
Cam Little's a great dude. Cam
Little seems like a really good dude.
Yeah.
But there's always 4 or 5 kickers in the league that aren't.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one? What was the one that got into it with Urban?
Josh Lambo.
He wasn't very nice either, from what I remember.
Yeah, allegedly, but yeah, you hear things.
All right, we're back in a moment. We're going to keep it real, and not
what
about,
was that?
Not about kickers.
We didn't. Yeah,
we're done. The kicker talk is over. Putting a band to it until next season, if you want. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game, we'll keep it real about the greatest needs for the Jaguars roster in this upcoming offseason. When we come back, it's Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
It's here that a tiny newborn has the heart surgery needed to save her life. It's here that a first grader learns to speak clearly and confidently. It's here that a 12-year-old athlete builds the strength to run full speed again. It's here at Wolfson Children's Hospital that answers are found, courage is shown, and odds are beaten every day. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
The Jaguars bring performance, strength, and passion to every play. And you'll find the same when you bank with Everbank. Open an Everbank Performance Savings account and score serious savings. See what you could earn at everbank.com/Jaguars. Everbank, advantage you. Member FDIC and the official bank of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars fans, it's time to show up and show out. Get game day ready with fresh gear from Fanatics. Rock your teal and black with the new Sideline collection, head-turning headwear, and exclusive drops you won't find anywhere else. Visit any of our 11 convenient locations throughout the stadium and rep your Jags in style. The Jaguars Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience.
It's game on, Jaguars fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. See your local Ford dealer today.
It's game time, Jaguars fans. This season, feed your fandom with the Jaguars sub from Publix, the official supermarket of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow! Sink your teeth into crispy chicken tenders, boar's head bacon, melted cheddar, sweet coleslaw, and smoky barbecue mayo, all stacked on a fresh white roll. Taste the hype only at Jacksonville Publix locations. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Again, this was one of the first times where I felt surrounded by guys that wanted to be great, guys that sacrificed their body, guys that wanted greatness from their teammates and told them about it and sacrificed themselves about it. And so for me, it was a lot of fun to be around a lot of that. Obviously, the team's going to be a little different. But again, like, you know, when you do come back, or if you do come back, man, just let's continue that. Let's not forget this moment. Continue to grow from here. We just played a good team. So shout out to them. They earned it, and hopefully, you know, they do what they do.
Josh Hines Allen after the game yesterday. Welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings. In hour number 2, JP Shadrick, Austin Lane, and Jacksonville. Pete Prisco down in South Florida. Yes,
I respect the tank top, man, because that just goes to show you, like, don't ask me a stupid question. We just got beat. I'm showing my arms off right now for a reason. So, like, just get in, get out, and then let's go. And I'm trying to go home. Like that's what the tank top looking chain kind of pervades.
By the way, speaking of questions, what about Question Gate in the media room yesterday?
Well, it wasn't a question, Pete.
No.
Well, I know. Hey, JP, let me say a couple of things about that.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of media rooms back in my day, covering press conferences and being in the scrum and everything. And there's been a lot of really stupid questions asked by a lot of well-respected media.
Correct.
So why let that bother you? That's all I'm saying. Is it right? No. Is it take time away from maybe a question that could be answered? But the way I know Liam, he stands up there and answers them all anyways, doesn't he?
He does, yes.
So I get why people, journalism has changed. It's not journalism anymore. It's entertainment. And I think in the past, well, like 25 years ago, that would have annoyed me. It doesn't annoy me anymore. It just doesn't. Should the question have been asked that or said that way, the statement? No. But to let that irk you to the point where it carries over to the next day, that's foolish.
I'm disappointed, man. I thought Pete was going to come at her and everything. I had so many in the chamber ready to go to try to defend her, and it's kumbaya on this show. Like, and I agree with you, Pete. Like, I don't think it was that big of a deal. Now, if you asked that question to Liam, if JP asked that question, if anybody else asked...
Hey, Austin, it wasn't a question.
Sorry. If you make that statement, if JP made that statement, if anybody else that we're accustomed to hearing on, during the press conference, if they make that statement, we're all going to have an issue with it. And you'll get dealt with accordingly on Twitter. But the fact of this was a new voice, it was a different voice, it was a different circumstance, and it was just in a room that was the basic questions. She brought something new to it, and she didn't ask the question, sorry, JP, but she made this statement. It was a great moment, right? And it was a viral moment. And keep in mind, your own GM came in here week 1 and said, it's sports entertainment. And it's sports entertainment to the fact of whoever works for the Jacksonville Jaguars, they posted that as well, right? So they're going to take it. They're going to roll with it. It's okay. Like, it's okay to have that moment, but don't let it ruin it. Don't speak out and try to get everybody riled up. Like, just let it be. It was 15 seconds. It was 15 seconds of something new and refreshing.
If you're in an environment where the coach doesn't answer a lot of questions and then storms off, and that's something that happens in there, then you can see where you're angry about it. Mm-hmm. Because he's taking up some of the airtime, and it shouldn't be. Yeah. But if he sat there and answered all the questions, and they ran out of questions, and then he left, that's not an issue. Yeah. And by the way, writers and broadcasters in this business have said things like that to coaches on the side many a time. When you're having a conversation, hey, you had a heck of a season, that kind of. They've done that before, so don't act like you haven't. And so I just think it was, I don't know. Should it have happened in that scenario? No. Should they have cut her off maybe before she got going? Maybe. But to carry that over for a day, come on.
Right. Yeah. Could have been a whole lot worse. Let's put it that way. I mean,
has anybody been in there when Gene Fernandez asked 55-minute questions every day?
Or Vito.
Careful. Remember
Vito?
Don't be hating Jack. Oh, wow.
By the way,
I know Gene now, man.
I know Gene for all those years. If he's listening, he knows I'm just taking a shot.
I will pop this collar right now, man, in honor of him if I have to, man. I'll pop this collar up. Vito, too, bro. Those are my dudes right there. Dude, I'll never forget when Vito interviewed me. This is my rookie year, and I'm still learning the landscape of media. And Vito said, he's like, so when you came in here, you said you're going to hurt quarterbacks. Do you still feel that way? And I go, well, off the record, yeah, I still want to hurt quarterbacks and everything. That's what I was brought here to do. But on the record, no. I mean, obviously, like, it's going to come across as a bad thing. Dude posts, like, in the title page, Austin Lane trying to hurt quarterbacks. I'm like, dude, I said not on the record, but I learned a valuable lesson.
So then that's a mistake. Then he should have done that. You should have held him accountable for it.
But it's all good, man. I get
it. I was good at tricking guys. JP knows that. I was good at tricking guys. Uh-huh. Like Seth Payne, who now works in the media, used to play for the Jaguars. Seth said that, I know what it was. Jimmy didn't practice on a Wednesday, and he wasn't on the injury report. And I had warned Coughlin time and again, you better adhere to that injury report. I'm going to get you. And I went outside and I said, hey, Seth, so Jimmy didn't practice today because I wanted to hear from another guy because I heard it from a couple guys, but I needed a couple more. And he goes, oh, yeah, he wasn't out there. And I go, okay, now I got enough. I'm going to write it.
I love it. Wow. That was pretty good keeping it real. We didn't even get to the real topic of keeping it real.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was fun.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
I mean, it's a big topic floating around, man. Everyone's talking about that incident with Liam. So
it is funny, though. Like, you know how it is, Pete. Like, in Austin, you too. I mean, the playoffs bring out folks who may not be here on the regular basis.
Oh, yeah.
To cover the team sometimes, too. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, the whole landscape has changed, JP. You credential bloggers because there's not a lot of newspapers anymore.
Yeah.
And by the way, journalistic integrity ain't what it used to be anymore. And for example, if I'm in the room and me and you are sitting there, we're having a conversation, and I'm telling you, in a private conversation, JP, I think player X stinks. And I say that to you, and some blogger is standing there and hears it and puts it out. Prisco says player X is awful. Then that's where the integrity. We knew back in the day you didn't do that, but that's not the case anymore. It's changed, and that's why teams are reluctant to just let everybody in, and they're reluctant to open everything up anymore like it used to be because they're afraid of that.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Combine, Austin?
Of course. Yeah.
Pete, you go every year. We go most every year, right? I mean, they will credential anybody with a pulse that covers the draft in
Super
any
Bowl
capacity.
weekend, same, man. Super Bowl weekend's the same thing.
It is
not
wild.
Super Bowl as much anymore.
Not anymore? I mean, I was there probably 4 or 5 years ago, but.
Hey, Austin, the Combine, you can have a leaflet. For a draft leaflet, they're gonna give you
it's amazing.
credential.
Yeah.
It's almost so they can say, well, we credentialed X amount of guys this year. So
Sure, it's like 1,000 credentials or something for the Combine. It's just nuts. You know, and Pete used to go and there was 4 reporters there. You know?
When I first started going in the 90s, the Combine interviews were held in the lobby of the Holiday Inn next door where the players stay. And they bring the players down to you and say, who do you need? They bring them down. That's what it was.
It's amazing.
And, and then one year, 2 agents had a fight in the lobby. It was great because they were fighting, fist fighting.
Everything goes down that lobby,
20, in my 30, I'm like egging it on. Go, let's go.
Yeah, that lobby has probably seen more like conversations and dealings than anything. Yeah,
it's crazy.
But Pete's absolutely right though, man. Like it's a different era now. Because I remember, like, I was a journalism mass communications major, right? And it's all about the journalistic code of ethics, right? And there's like 4 or 5 bullet points that you have to follow to be a journalist, and we had to like memorize them, and we had to repeat them on a kind of daily basis. Those days are gone now. There is an entertainment aspect. Pete's on TikTok doing dances. Like everyone's got their own thing to be entertaining, man. You got to do your thing.
By the way, the Buffalo Bills put me in one of their videos yesterday.
Oh, really?
Which is interesting. Well, because I said the Jaguars are win, they're going to physically maul them, and they took that after the game, and they took everybody who doubted them and put that out there from the team video, from the team site.
You made it.
You know what I'm thinking though? Go back and look who I picked to win the whole thing before the season, buddy.
Yeah.
Right. They left that clip on the cutting room floor somehow. I don't know.
Right.
All right, let's keep it real. We adjusted at the line of scrimmage right there and called an audible. And nobody.
And we saw the linebacker cover into Tampa too. We didn't throw it to him.
Right. Certainly did not throw it to him. It's still unsponsored. All season.
All
Had your
year.
chance.
Next
Had your
year it'll be
chance.
sponsored.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wasted opportunity, though, if you ask me.
Fan questions when we come back. Plenty of those on social media today. There's quite a scene on social media today for a lot of different reasons. One of those we just talked about. Back in a moment, it is Jaguars Happy Hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
A bold change. A historic development is underway for the Bold City, and the Jacksonville Jaguars and team partners are a part of it. Introducing First and Forward, a development partner program highlighting the significant contributions made toward the transformative efforts to the city of Jacksonville. Thank you, Belter, Brooks Building Solutions, Jackson Electric Supply, Office Images, Sims Crane, Start Tech, and People's Gas. Championing progress on the field and in the community. The First and Forward program. The First Coast Forward Together. To learn more, visit Jaguars.com/forward together.
When it's your money, your business, or your home, you deserve a partner who sees and hears you. A partner who is by your side every step of the way. That's Ameris Bank. It's a commitment we're proud to make, and one we back up by providing financial solutions to empower you. Because at the end of the day, we are dedicated advocates for you. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Jacksonville builders score big with DL Cabinetry. As the official cabinet supplier of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they offer top quality kitchen and bathroom cabinetry for any project. Enjoy fast turnaround, complimentary design, and great prices. Visit dlcabinetry.com today to learn more and to become a dealer. Limited spots available. DL Cabinetry, the winning choice for builders.
Are you ready to love how you feel, look, and live in every season? At Elace, we offer more than just luxury med spa treatments. We provide a serene, judgment-free space where you can reconnect with the best version of you. Whether you want to refresh your natural look with Botox or Dysport, pamper yourself with a relaxing hydrofacial, or rejuvenate your complexion with laser resurfacing, our expert team in Jacksonville is here to tailor treatments to your needs. Visit Elace.com today and start your journey to loving yourself.
He brought the coach out in me. He brought the guy that, I always wanted to be, just the astute guy that to go out there and help guys and be that solid rock that the guys can depend on. And he leaned on me, and I'm forever grateful for, the experience that he's given me as a guy, as a captain, as a guy that he saw as a leader on this defense. And I've learned so much in the short time that I've been with him, just as far as, not only being a better football player and learning the game, but, just a caring man. He cares for us. He cares for our well-being. He wants us to be the best men that we can be for our families and the football team. So I think that's the biggest heartbreak of it all, man. We couldn't get it done for him, and that hurt the most.
Jordan Lewis, Jaguars cornerback, was on injured reserve at the very end of the season, and welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour. The second hour presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings. J.P. Shadrick, Austin Lane, Pete Prisco. It's good to see him in the locker room today, and he was talking about Anthony Campanelli there, and what his role a lot of this season was to help some of those younger guys along in this defense, especially when he was off to the side, dinged up a couple times, and really grew now 10 years in the National Football League for Jordan Lewis. And hopefully he's back and better than ever. He had one of those carts in front of his locker today. He
had a foot injury. That's never a good thing for an aging player, because he's had one before, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Look, they missed him Sunday. There's no doubt about it. You missed him. Mm-hmm. They need him back. They need Travis Hunter back, and they need either Jarian Jones or somebody else to step up at the other corner.
You going to draft one?
Yeah, somewhere. But again, though, they have a lot of draft picks. Mm-hmm. They just don't have the premium one.
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
You have a lot of capital that maybe you want to trade up and
go up and I think this is a team. I think this is a team that needs to do it the other way. Use all the picks.
Just get
I thought you were going to say trade, get more draft picks. I'm like, come on, man. I don't want to break everybody down
here
like that.
all day Saturday. With the draft.
I'm trying to pronounce names.
Jeez.
What do they have now? 15?
It's like
13 right now?
13 and no first rounders.
Yeah, but again, the more the merrier. That's how you build teams. You get lucky, you get a guy in the 5th round or 6th round, he becomes a player, and then he's cheap labor for a couple years. I mean, that's how you build your team.
That's what the Rams did, and there's a couple guys from the Rams on this regime right now.
This guy picking the players was a big piece of what they did in L.A., doing that 2 different ways. Let's get to fan questions from X. It was a busy place today, social media. after the Jaguars lost to the Bills. So many reasons why. At Sean3253, was that tush push not an illegal play? Was Allen not clearly picked up and carried?
He wasn't carried. He was pushed.
He was carried,
I mean,
I think.
But the bottom line, Armstead should have stopped.
Yeah, so this is the former player in me, and this is also the media person in me. Like, you can't put your arm up and expect just to get a call. Like, it's
soccer or something.
Yeah,
you put your hand up, they're going to give you the ball.
You simply can't. Like, one of the first things, this is Pop Warner. You go till the whistle. And
But you know what, though, Austin, and you'd probably agree with me on this. The NFL has to be careful about these pushing and shoving and all that and allowing it to continue before blowing the whistle, because guys are going to start getting blasted in those piles. No, like Armstead should have just hit him until he could hit him.
Because
you hold it up, you know, when you have a guy held up and the pile looks like it stopped, and then they let him come in and push him. Now guys are going to be going in there, and they should be going in there. I tell my team, go blast him until that whistle blows. You hit him and hit him and hit him again.
It's such a strange position. It's a strange position to be in, because like when you're in that pile like that, you're waiting for the whistle to blow. Right? Like, you expect, okay, it's coming in any second. Like, there's almost like quarterbacks have an internal clock. There's an internal clock in that pile where it's like, okay, 1001, 1002. Okay,
it's a stalemate. It's going to stop. Right. Okay.
But no, I agree with Pete. Where if you're gonna set a precedent now and not blow the whistle at that and just let the forward momentum take it. If I'm Coach Camp, then I'm telling safeties and everybody alike, hey, then go ahead and just missile yourself at a Bills player and move them back. And if somebody gets hurt, so be it, but they're not going to score on us.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's going to come down to. And then guess what? Someone's going to get hurt. And when somebody gets hurt, then they'll take a long look at it, depending on who the player is that gets hurt.
But you got to stop the forward momentum first for them to blow the whistle. I mean, if there's forward momentum, they're not going to blow the whistle.
His momentum was kind of stopped for a second, then it got going again. But you can't do an old leg. You can't do that.
No, yeah. Can't do that. Mm-hmm. At the Black Gatsby, third time defense has had a fourth quarter collapse. What are we missing? How can we change that for 2026?
Twitchy pass rusher, number one. Interior pass rusher, number two. That's what you're missing. Go get them in the draft. Get them in free agency. Find them. Somehow find them.
Yeah, I also think just in the back end, there has to be better communication.
And Travis Hunter.
Well, and Travis Hunter, there can't be busted coverages. I'm excited to see what Caleb Bransall can do as well.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that's another one, a young athletic player. Coming off a foot injury, though. That's another concern as well, but he's young. But you're right. I mean, next year, their ideal secondary is Antonio Johnson and Ransall, right? That's your second. That's your safeties with Travis Hunter, Jordan Lewis, in corner X. It could be Jones. It could be if Monteric Brown's on a cheap deal. It could be a draft pick. I think that's your ideal secondary next year.
I think that'd be pretty solid. They can all stay healthy. You know, well, I mean, Ransall will be the X factor because we'll wait and see if he comes back 100%. But like with
and
his
Murray's
speed
still
and
there
size,
too, by the way.
Yeah, Murray's
there as well. Yeah,
good player, veteran player. He knows where he's supposed to be all the time. Usually,
yeah.
All right, next question at Shaw of 16T. Do you think the Jags will keep BTJ? He's a great talent, but only 2 catches yesterday and has barely contributed.
I would say 50-50. I think teams are going to look at him. Maybe they'll come to the Jaguars and want to get him. And if you're the Jaguars, would you consider it? I mean, there are moments like last week he was good.
Yeah.
And you go watch the tape. He ran crisp routes. He caught the ball with his hands 2 weeks ago, and then Sunday it was like, where were you?
Yeah, I think if knowing Gladstone, if he gets the sweet offer, I think he would consider it. But at the same time, and I get this, I mean, it wasn't even close to Brian Thomas Jr.'s best season, but the defenses still had to respect him, right? There's a reason why Patrick Surtain covered him in Denver. There's a reason why Sauce Gardner was on him against Indianapolis. Whether we think it or not, the defenses that the Jaguars played, they thought this guy was going to be a game wrecker. So they put their best
and there's
corner
always
on him.
and then there's always the fear of if you give him up too soon, then he goes and becomes something somewhere else, and you're concerned about that. So yeah, I get it. But I mean, if you could package him in something with whoever and get an elite edge player if you could do that. I mean, and now that's hard to do because teams but Micah Parsons was traded.
Pete, let me ask you this then. If they get the lead edge player that you want, are they bumping down Trayvon Walker? Is Trayvon Walker gone? Like, how do you
He might
foresee
be part
that?
of the. Who knows? Maybe he's part of the deal.
Okay.
Wow. Really?
You need Twitch. They have nobody unless you get, and they don't have a first round pick, so it's hard to find the Twitch of the twitchiest in the second, third round. You know that. Right?
No, of course. I just never heard it called like that, but I get exactly what you're saying, the Twitch of the twitchiest.
Speaking of journalism and grammar, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
But seriously, when you look at if where's the hand on the ground, explode up the field, knock somebody down guy on this team?
Yeah.
Not
He ain't there.
Not there right now. Not there. Next question.
Let me ask you, what about Abdul Carter? But see, he doesn't show up on time, so you wouldn't want him in the building. But he played well though down the stretch.
How's the Twitch though? Is he not having enough Twitch?
Is he twitchiness?
Has he got that Twitch?
Yeah, you're damn right he does.
Does he got that shake a little bit? Okay.
Little twitch.
Little twitch.
Little twitchy.
Who does it? Who doesn't? Well, there's a lot of guys who don't.
And here, Kim Davenport's question. Do you feel we were a bit too big-brained in the first half of play calling instead of just sticking to what worked? Where was Tootin after he went for 4 carries for 50?
Said the same thing from the stands.
I would tend to agree with you.
3 straight plays. He was, what 20, 14, and 13 yards? 3 straight plays.
I mean, guys, here's what it is. Travis Etienne yesterday had 10 attempts. Tootin had 4. Against the worst rush defense in the NFL. I feel like that can't happen.
Here's what we don't know though, Austin, is how many times were the runs called and he checked out of them.
Well, nevertheless, but then once again, and I get, it's Trevor's offense and everything, but then if you're Liam Cohen, you got to reiterate, because Trevor passed the ball, we had 30 attempts. So you had 30 attempts passing, and you had, 14 from Etienne and Tootin.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think that. I think
those numbers I feel like aren't going to drive against a team that you can beat all day on. With
I don't know if you guys saw this, but when he ran the quarterback draw, on the goal line, Cohen went nuts. Like that was clearly not what he wanted.
Right. It was almost like this is not the look we were looking for. He didn't can out of it. Yeah.
And that's when he threw the no, I think he might have checked to that.
Oh, he might have checked
but that's when he came back and threw that great throw to Parker Washington on the next play. But then they ran a quarterback draw earlier in the game too.
It was like middle of the field too. It was a weird
terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And he that looked like he was checked out of too. So maybe he was checking out of a lot of those runs, but you're right. If you're Liam Cohen, you got to tell him, run the damn ball.
I mean, you had Etienne with a 6.7 average, and Tootin had 12.8.
But all right, the devil's advocate. Sure. They did move the football in the second half.
Yeah, they took the lead twice. I mean, it's hard to fault that when you do, but
the game would have been shortened a little bit probably, and you never know with the
It wasn't the offense. The defense has to get a stop in one of those two drives. They have to.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. Offense did their
job.
job.
What would have got to stop? A twitchy defensive end.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah. Funny how that works.
Aiden Hutchinson's pretty twitchy.
Next question at Macabasco P.
Did you see the commercial where he was dancing? Not really. But
That's great.
Yeah.
What kind of extension did Parker Washington earn himself? Seems like wide receiver 1 since the Broncos game.
Well, he is wide receiver 1.
Well, what kind of extension did he earn himself?
The problem is wide receiver 1 isn't wide receiver 1 in the truest sense of being a wide receiver 1. And by that I mean he ain't Jefferson, he isn't Chase. You know what I mean? He's not the elite. He's a darn good football player, and I would want every player on my team to play like him. But he in that. And so how do you pay him? But he's going to get an extension. He earned the right to have an extension, and I think they'll get it done. And I think he'll be there and be happy with what he gets next year.
2026
he's been great.
Is the final year of his deal coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to risk it and let him play out the contract and see what happens, because then that's when you play above and beyond, and all of a sudden it's going to be like, well, can we really afford him then? Because another team's going to pay him top dollar maybe. So I think you do get it done, whether it's in the offseason or next year to start the season out. But pending he's going to continue what he's doing, which I see no reason why he wouldn't, and I think Trevor trusts him. I think that the sooner that you pay Parker Washington, the better.
Is he Amon-Ra St. Brown? Is that who he's become?
Ooh. Amon-Ra is
I mean, because he's got over 100 yards 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Amon-Ra
And
does
what was it,
all
80-something was the one where he didn't go over 100?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put him in
he's not that good, but that style.
Yeah. Where it's not necessarily the burner, right? But dependable, route running.
Right.
Spot, right time.
And he takes
good hands.
He takes hits all day, too. I mean, bulked up a little bit. You can tell that.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday he got hit once and kind of got wobbled. I'm like, oh, he's out. And then he came back in.
Right.
If you had to rank we're on the postseason ranking of the wide receivers in Jacksonville. Rank them 1 through 4 right now.
We're ranking off of what, though? Just skill?
Rank them.
Going forward, where you are.
Okay.
Rank them.
I mean, I go Washington. I go Myers. I still have to go Brian Thomas because teams are still respecting him. And then I'll go Hunter just because you're going to sprinkle him on in there.
Yeah, because we haven't seen enough of him either. That's probably the way it would go, yeah. And Myers was kind of a little bit of a no-show on Sunday. What do you have, 1 catch?
Yeah, Myers had 1 catch, 4 targets, 1 catch, 12 yards.
Yeah.
So, work to be done there, too. One more question, and it's from Lever Torrance. I know the goal every season is to win the Super Bowl, but from a realistic standpoint, I'd consider this season an overwhelming success. Would you?
I mean, well, no, as I'm going to say, I think it was a pleasant surprise. But when you look at how the NFL shook out this year, I mean, I also feel like you could have ran the table. I think anybody can run the table this year in the NFL. And that's the part where it's like, okay, well, hey, it's all good. Overwhelming success. Sure. But I can sit here and say, you probably should have beat the Bills, and you could probably still beat the Patriots, and then who knows from there. So, sure. Was it successful? Absolutely. Could you have done more? Yeah.
You know what's really going to infuriate the fans is if Buffalo does go on the run and win it all.
I know.
Which is entirely possible, by the way. I mean, that because you had them.
Is it a success, Pete?
And then the whole city will be on my side about kicking points.
Yeah, of course.
What's going to be worse? If the Bills go or if the Texans go? I'm saying for Jaguars fans.
Oh, yeah.
What would be worse?
What's worse?
You don't want the Texans to go. You don't want a team from your own division going. You'd rather see the Bills go, and you deal with that knowing in the back of your mind that you should have won that game.
If the Texans go and win, they would have won, 13 straight games to end the season since the Jaguars comeback? I mean, that's crazy.
I didn't even want to speak into existence.
Yeah.
I need that lady to come here and give me an interview quick and just kind of make me feel better about the whole situation.
Yeah. Keep your head up, boys. We're back in a moment, and we'll go around the National Football League. Thanks for all the questions all season long. Always appreciate the fans on social media of the show. And it's Jaguars Happy Hour, presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings.
Mr. Chubby's Wings is a whole lot more than just wings. Craving the ultimate game day experience? Look no further. Swing by Mr. Chubby's and indulge in the biggest and best wings in town, all while soaking up the lively atmosphere with fellow sports fans. With plenty of game day specials and locations on the West Side, Fleming Island, Ponte Vedra Beach, and new this season, Everbank Stadium, they're here for all your game day needs. Mr. Chubby's Wings is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Jacksonville's own Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, just scored big, winning 2025 National Builder of the Year. And right now, Dreamfinders is running its best game plan yet, offering winning interest rate incentives and move-in ready homes available today. With 20-plus communities right here in Jacksonville and over 40 across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa, Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to be. Visit dreamfindershomes.com and move into your dream home today.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's Here is the only Level 1 pediatric trauma center in our region. What's here is Wolfson Children's Hospital, with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
I'm Foye Oluwakim from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Driving distracted or under the influence is dangerous for you, and it's dangerous for everyone on the road around you. Ride with Do Not Disturb. That call, text, or social media message can wait. Choose your music before you turn the ignition. Anytime your eyes are not on the road ahead, you're distracted, so pay attention. Remember, drive high equals DUI. Plan ahead. Have a designated driver or get a ride home. Keep a clear head to see clear ahead, and let's get everyone home safely.
A bold change. A historic development is underway for the Bold City, and the Jacksonville Jaguars and team partners are a part of it. Introducing First and Forward, a development partner program highlighting the significant contributions made toward the transformative efforts to the city of Jacksonville. Thank you, Belter, Brooks Building Solutions, Jackson Electric Supply, Office Images, Sims Crane, Start Tech, and People's Gas. Championing progress on the field and in the community. The First and Forward program. The First Coast Forward Together. To learn more, visit jaguars.com/forward together.
Renewal by Andersen is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
Play fake. Trevor rolling to the right, looking, dumps it to Etienne. Travis has it to the 10. Broken tackle into the end zone. Touchdown! Travis Etienne scored a 14-yard touchdown from Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville's retaking the lead. How good is that?
That's pretty good. It's the call of the game. Frank Frangie, presented by Coil Fence since 1927. They've been around the block and fenced it too. That touchdown gave the Jaguars the lead with 4:03 to play in the fourth quarter. Welcome back. It is Jaguars Happy Hour, presented by Mr. Chubby's Wings from the Hyundai Studios.
Was the call of the game? Going to put that?
Oh, is that part of the negotiation?
Had a call of the game play.
Got it. Okay, add it to the list. He was a player of the game and post game last night too. If you want to add that to the list,
in the post game,
yeah,
as voted on by 4,
me and Mike Dempsey and Fred Taylor. Yes.
Oh, that's a
100 scrimmage yards.
That's gonna be a Hall of Famer one day, hopefully.
Playoff touchdown.
That's gonna help the resume. Okay, thank you.
Possibly, yeah.
Beautiful.
We'll see.
Beautiful.
We'll see. Just
call those Chiefs. Call those Chiefs.
Call them Chiefs. For 12 years, Dreamfinders has been proud to call themselves the official home builder of the Jaguars. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all the available inventory and go Jags. Yesterday's game, of course, presented by Dailies. It's nicer here. We go around the National Football League Wild Card Weekend. Rams beat the Panthers in a wild one in Charlotte. Oh, my goodness, what a game.
Crazy.
Stafford.
The Rams have defensive issues. I said it all year. I said their secondary is suspect at best.
They didn't have issues in London.
Well, no. Jacksonville was awful that day.
It was just a bad day.
You know what they need, though? Some of that twitch.
Twitchy. You got to get some
that twitch. Electrocute those dudes.
They got some of those guys.
Yeah.
But they haven't been as good, though. The guys up front haven't been as good for the Rams. That defense has problems.
Mm-hmm.
Bears over the Packers. Wild comeback. Bears win at 31-27. Those games were nuts on Saturday.
Oh, I went to bed at halftime. Shout out to Ben Johnson. I thought the game was done, so I got my 8 hours coming to the pregame show on Sunday, but crazy.
You know, the Packers got caught in one of those situations where they played not to win, but rather, not to lose rather than to win. You're up, you got to win that game. And McManus didn't help them. Come on, make your damn kicks.
See, that's the old standby Pete Prisco line. Make your damn kicks.
Well, that's your job. Make your kicks.
Yep, that is literally the job. 49ers over the Eagles 23-19 yesterday. And the noise in Philly is loud, as always.
Well, their offense is bad. And you call timeout. A lot of people criticize that timeout. I didn't at the end of the game when they had the fourth down play because they were kind of needed to get a good play. But people said they could have got the ball back with 30 seconds. I think it's better to have the right play on fourth down than it is to hope to get the ball back with 20 seconds left. So I had no problem with that. But I mean, Barkley should have been running it some more, and I think they got away from that again.
Shout out to Kyle Shanahan as well, opening the game as
Great
we all
coach.
thought. Open the game as we all thought, throwing bombs to DeMarcus Robinson out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Did you see Vic Fangio in the booth? He didn't know what to do.
And then they got the fullback involved in the passing game. The guy's just brilliant. He really is.
Yeah, it's wild.
They've got guys hurt all over that team, too.
Yeah.
Kittle's down, so, wow.
They have 5 stars on that team, 5 legitimate stars. If you don't count Purdy as a true star, and he's getting, he's up there, though.
Yeah,
Trent Williams and McCaffrey, the only 2 playing.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not like Purdy doesn't really have a great arm. Purdy just, he
knows where to
stands
go
in the
with the
pocket. He
football,
knows
though.
where to go. Yeah. Fearless, I guess you would say.
Patriots over the Chargers, and they beat the hell out of Justin Herbert last night. Physically.
Well, if you don't have your 2 tackles, then everything you put in money and everything into those tackles, you're going to have a problem. And it showed up. And now the narrative is Justin Herbert can't win a playoff game. What quarterback was going to win that game last night for them?
They sent the
would
house on
Mahomes, Tom Brady in his prime have won the way that line played? They also didn't get open down the field, and he held the ball a bunch, too.
There you have it. Yeah. Those are the wild card games. One more on Monday Night Football. It's an AFC wild card playoff game tonight. It's the 4-5 matchup. Aaron Rodgers and the AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers host C.J. Stroud and the #1 defense in the league in the Houston Texans. 31 degrees, clear skies. Who you got at the Confluence?
I'm going to take the Steelers.
Almost had that one.
Something tells me that Rodgers is going to play okay, and their defense. Here's the other thing: the Steelers' offensive line the last month of the season has been really good. They put a kid in at left tackle named Cook. He's played really well. I think they protect him. He'll get the ball out of his hands, and I think their defense can get after C.J. Stroud. By the way, C.J. Stroud on the road in the cold, outside ain't the same as he is when he's at home. So I'll take the Steelers.
Is it possible to get one more ball in my hands before we go?
Let's see. Here it comes. If you're watching on Jaguars.com.
Oh, man, maybe not.
Working on it.
There it is.
Wow.
Oh, God. Hey, Parker Washington, eat your heart out. I'm all staking the Steelers as well. It's a tough place to play. Houston outdoors. And I'll be honest, I'm just if we can't have nice things, neither can Houston. So let's go Steelers. I said it.
Wow.
I'm bitter.
Plus, the Steelers are great on Monday Night Football, too.
Pretty good, especially at home. There you have it. There's our look at Monday Night Football. One more wild card game tonight. So we're on to the offseason now. And by the way, the Jaguars next season have a first-place schedule, guys.
Yeah.
Because of the way they finished. They won the division. What's your prediction for next year? You want to hear the opponents real quick, Pete?
Start locking some in.
All right, here's the home games next year. Of course, the division games. Home against the Patriots, the Eagles, the Steelers, Washington, and the Browns.
They'll win 4 of those, I think.
4 of the additional ones. How about the division games?
They'll win 2 of those.
2 of the home ones.
That's 6.
6 out of 8 home games.
Yeah.
Away, they have the division games, and they're at Baltimore. They're at Cincinnati, at Dallas, at the New York Giants, at the Broncos, at the Bears.
They'll win 4 of those.
It's 10 wins.
Yeah. I think they're going to be good next year. I think that I believe in the front office. I think the coach is good, and I think the quarterback is now believes in himself and he's arrived. So that's a good combination. They got to fix a couple things, and if they do, they're going to be right back in the mix again.
I think they're back in the mix as well.
I mean, they were ahead of schedule this year, let's be honest. I mean, nobody saw this coming. And then there are a couple of off seasons from really being what they, I think, envisioned for this organization.
I mean, assuming the coordinator stayed the same, why wouldn't this offense take a step forward, right? Because now we're talking about year 2 with an offense that's going to add even more intricacies in terms of the pre-snap motions and everything. I think even more confidence now with the wide receivers. Jacoby Myers will have a full year under his belt. Trevor Lawrence obviously should have a little more confidence. Like, there's no reason why this offense shouldn't. And it was a big step this year. Should take another big step next year.
All right. The offseason is ahead. Pete, we got to say this. Austin Lane, first year in this chair on this show. Absolutely. applause.
Tony who?
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know who that was.
I just want to say, man,
we wasted our time for 10 years with that guy. We could have had Austin the whole time.
Listen, I understand. I was replacing a Hall of Famer, essentially, man, and you guys welcomed me with open arms. You guys let me be myself, most importantly. I appreciate you guys being cool. And for the people pushing the buttons behind the scenes, a lot of people make this show go round, man, and I appreciate you all as well. Everyone's been super cool to me the time I've been here, man. Not sure what's going to happen next year, but it's been a time and a half.
It's been awesome, man.
Yeah.
Great work.
It's been great. It's fun.
The football, you're still
Parker, were you? No, I got that one.
Hey, I know you're going to have a busy offseason coming up in a few months, so best of luck to you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm going to be having a fight coming up here. Somebody announced it on Twitter, so I'll announce it right now. I haven't said it yet, but I'll be fighting. It's going to be March 21st. I'll be fighting in England, actually. So going over across the pond, going to be fighting the O2 Arena at 2:05. So, Mr. Chubby, stay away from me for a couple weeks.
We got any TV?
Say what?
We'll be on TV. Can we watch it somewhere?
It's going to be on the Paramount Plus network,
Nice.
whatever, Pete. So
That's
if you need my
that's my
subscription,
network.
is that your? Okay, I don't know if you need my subscription or not, but if you do, Pete, go and
No,
give me a
I'm
holler in the
good.
off season,
I'm
man. Okay, you're good then. I got you, man.
Love that.
Cool.
Austin, great work.
Thank you, man.
Always.
I appreciate you.
Pete, great work as always. We've done it again.
I'll see you at the combine, I would imagine.
We'll see. We'll see if we go. The Jags might not go. You never know how that goes.
Hey, they'll go. You got to build. You're building.
Yeah, I'll probably go. Either way. How about that?
Yeah.
Pete,
I'll be there.
Pete Prisco, Austin Lanner, thanks to Joe Fortunato, Brent Reber, our entire crew. And thanks to you, especially for watching and listening all season long to another season of Monday Jaguars Happy Hour.